Hey there everyone, my name is Monkey Shapno from the Guys Who Play Games, back with some more Tag a Team of Trouble. And yeah, we're going into the water levels. Water levels are, I guess I'll just straight up start talking about it. Water levels are very hard to do well, I think. Just because of the inherency of the fact that there's very little that the player can actually do in water levels. So making sure the player doesn't feel like overwhelmed and like helpless is pretty important for these kind of levels. Like, water levels are also really good for, like you can see right here, for having lots of little extra ways to go. Like once again, Dock on Land 3 does this a lot, where the water levels, I guess the land games in general does this a lot, where the levels feel very open. You can see the game kind of glitching out there. And water levels are very open. There's typically, there's usually more than one way to go, and it's, it's all fun and games. Well, I got the bonus. I mean, I'm there. You see how I get to it. It's exactly the same as the original, actually, which is funny. This ROM hack does, reuse geometry here and there, because even in this game, which has more, simple palettes, or, geometry, it's, the levels are still, the tile sets are really hard to work with. They're just very complex. And that's just kind of an inherency of the whole series, because, look at these tile sets, right? I mean, if Mario, in Mario World, wow, this is straight out of the original game. In Mario World, you can, just place down a grass tile, and it'll just fit, no matter what. Is this fine? Hopefully, right? You can put down any grass tile anywhere, and there's not gonna be any cutoff, as long as you're, smart about it. Is there anything here? Whoa, careful there, buddy. Anything up here? Oh, this is like you can see, this is the old part of the level. Did I totally just missed something, didn't I? Well, that's fine. It's probably either a bonus, or I actually did in fact go the right way, and this is the bonus, which means I think I'm about to get end guard. Hell yeah, I'll take it. Alright, now, fuck me up, fam. Ouch! My tail was touched by clownfish. I die. Cool. Baza is gonna be there, but he's no problem. You can see, they're kind of glitching up occasionally, because obviously, just once again, because of how complex everything is to work together. It's very finicky to get everything to work properly and not be glitchy at all. Although, part of it might also be related to the emulator, but, I didn't ever run into any problems in the actual game, so I would doubt that it's specifically just because of my emulator. I mean, I'm using SNES 9X, so it shouldn't be a problem. By the way, I guess while we're just kind of running through this level, I really like this level. I like that it's, once again, just nice open water level. It's really fun just to kind of move around in this, just look around. I got a more in-depth analysis of how, off-screen objects work. And it is, in fact, I believe, the same for all three games. I wasn't entirely sure how it worked before. I thought maybe it was different between games. That's why it doesn't always work in this game. But, these guys kind of miss. I think I remember seeing the thread, and the guy's just like, I just like the way it looks here. So he's like, whatever. Oh, that's funny. The signs are right at the end. I wonder. Let's, Nope. Oh, shit! I flew up, hey? I always love that, when you hit the sign in this game, you just fly up. So the way off-screen sprites work is that, similar to how other things work, they're actually handled by what, you could call an invisible, an invisible special handler sprite, essentially. So that when that sprite is, in range, or, I'm not sure if it has to be in range. I don't know too much, because I just kind of did a quick read before I started this part, because I saw the thread, and I was like, oh, that's very interesting to know. So basically, God, I'm coughing a lot. When that invisible handler sprite is on screen or doing its thing, that is what triggers objects that are off screen to persist off screen, essentially. It's what causes them to act like proper persistent sprites a la Super Mario World. And it is because of the lack of these in this game. I mean, they're in this game, but they aren't always used, which is why sometimes things just don't work properly. And it's kind of surprising to me that they didn't use them more often, but I think that in a lot of cases, even with them, it still wouldn't have worked properly. Like, the problem with the buzzes isn't that the buzzes aren't off screen. Like, that is part of the problem, but the big part of the problem is that the way the steel keg barrel, or the steel keg generator just works. Like I said in the thing, it basically just spawns the kegs off screen. So, because it's just, like, barely off screen, even if the buzzes were, like, properly loaded in, it wouldn't matter. Because, like, the buzzes are way down and the steel kegs are just barely, like, they would just ignore them anyways. What was the other thing? I was thinking of something else too, but I think I'll go over it when we get to a level that it's relevant to. And it's not going to be in this part, it'll be, like, in the factory world. Because that's when, like, the first time we really see it come into play. But for now, yeah, just a rocket barrel level. There's tracker barrels, because, I'm surprised they never did anything like this. Like, the rocket barrels and the tracker barrels work pretty well together, honestly. So it's kind of surprising that they never, like, actually used them outside of just one waterfall level each, separately. But I guess that's partially just because there is only, like, 3 waterfall levels. Like, a lot of the levels that start using multiple gimmicks are because we get a lot of those types of levels. Because, like, for example, there's, like, what? Like, 5 mountain levels? Which is why you get a bunch of different types of, like, mountains. Like, variants of, like, mountain, like, things. Sweet. Right? Like, let me think. Like, there's, the vertical mountain level, there's the horizontal mountain level. There's the steel keg one. Ah! I messed that one up. Well, that's cute. I saw that. Obviously there's the rocket barrel level. That barely counts because it's really just a rocket barrel level more than anything. Wait, what am I doing? I don't need to do this. I'm so lost in thought about something that doesn't matter at all, but, you know, whatever. Oh, cool, I'm back in here. For no reason. Jump! Dang. Scrap that. I wonder if I should have done, like, a harder or, like, Tufts playthrough. I actually wonder how... I'm not entirely sure how the Tufts and, like... Well, I know the... I guess I don't know how the Tufts code works, because I know that it automatically removes halfway points and replaces them with the banana punches, but, like... Both the harder and the Tufts code... don't remove every barrel, right? There's certain barrels that don't get removed. And I think it has to do with, like... Oh, this is cool. Oh, jeez, that was, a little stressful, but cool. Once again, I'm surprised they never do stuff like this. Like, I understand why there isn't, like, a full-on barrel cannon level, but you really would think that there would be a, like, at least, like, little bits of that, right? It's kind of surprising. You just don't see barrel cannons at all in this game. Even if it's just, like, little one-off things like that. It's surprising. What was I talking about? Yeah, like, the harder code I think removes, like, I think it's like... Oh! I think that was probably preferred instead of getting hit. Never mind, I should have just taken the hit. Because I got hit anyways. Because I'm rushing through and I don't even wait for like a second. Okay, let's try this again. It's because this guy popped up and scared me. Get out of here, jerk. Ugh! Holy shit. I actually remember this jump from playing through this game, because that jump right there I just did, that's a brutal jump, because, like, look how, like, little space you get. Like, this is the minimum jump height, right? Like, I jump up to that flower. And if I hold the jump button, I only go, like, a little bit above where you land, so it's, like, really hard to do that. Woo. Get out of my face. There should be something past this B. What would it be? B. A 1-up. Nice. I'll take it. I'll probably need to actually use... Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It matters for the midpoints, obviously, but nothing else. Because I can't save midpoints. I'm not sure if midpoints save anyways. I haven't actually checked that out. Oh, I betcha. Nice little revert. Oh, there's a leave. I like how he's using parts of the original level where there's just, like, those weird, like, areas that are just there for, like, safety. Oh, once again, I immediately jumped into action. Don't need to do them. Anything there? Nope. Oh wow, it takes you straight to the end. Well, that's fine by me. Woo. Ooh, now we're gonna get to another Stilt Village level. I'm actually kind of excited for this one. I bet you this one's gonna be real good. Because like I mentioned, I keep calling it Stilt Village because that's the name of the song that's associated with it. But really, it's more appropriate to just call it a boardwalk level, because that's what it is. Anyways, boardwalk levels lend themselves very well to like custom levels, because you can do lots of cool things like this. Once again, I'm really surprised that Rare themselves never did anything like this. Like, there's just so much of the boardwalk levels that are just like blocked off. Like, it'd be really easy just to put some like little things hidden everywhere, given that the game already does that. Can I go up here? Sure can. Anything up? There actually is something up here. What do you know? And it's actually a bonus. Sweet! I'm a genius. Once again, I'm surprised they never did anything like that. Oh, hey, it's you. What's up? Really? Are you certain about this? You can't get through here? That's hilarious. I'm not sure that like I don't think he changed anything in these bonuses. So like that must be part of the original game. All right, Cobble, help me get up here. Boom. Wow, you can't jump high enough. I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this in the playthrough. I think I did. But for some reason in this game, unlike the first two games, holding the jump button does not raise your jump height off of enemies. You always jump the same height. Which is, I believe, like, the jump height they use is basically just the normal jump height from the original games, where basically it's the jump height that they use if you don't hold the jump button. So you can't jump as high off of enemies in this game. And that's part of a big part of why this game feels a lot weightier. Anything there? Oh shit. I gotta actually... Well, I mean, we're gonna actually get to interact... Oh fuck. He just came on screen like he was just blazing. I was not ready for him. Oh yeah, that's part of why this game feels so weighty. And there's a bunch of other things too, like both Kitty, well Dixie does too, but especially Kitty, like takes longer to jump. Kitty takes like a good like couple frames to jump. Like, I'll even show it off right here. Like, it's kind of hard to tell, but like, you can see like he starts doing like the jump animation before he even like leaves the ground. Because that's like right when I press the jump button, we'll start the animation. Whoa, that's some lag, my guy. Was there even a point to that? Doesn't look like there was anything there. Consarn it! Well, I hope there's nothing secret up there. Is there a fish down there? I can never tell. Woof. Please don't be a fish. God. Oh no, there's no fish. There's a Coco though. Unless like he's gonna swoop it and kill me now. Who knows? By the way, this is something you don't really get to appreciate too often in the original game, but like look at the water, like the effect on the water tiles. You don't normally get to really see it very well because normally they're all underwater. But you can see like they use different tiles, both for like the shadow of like the boardwalk and for like the parts that are like under the water because they're wet, which is really cool, I think. Ah, fuck. As soon as I decided to stay in place, I was screwed. Well, I guess we can cut back to when I died. So, see you then. There we go. Don't die! These guys kind of messed me up because they're not aligned with the ropes. Whoa! That's a big boy jumpy, man. What? You can't do that? That's cheating! There's something up there. That's like mega cheat-so. That's so mean. Oh, it's like a buzz that's completely like broken or something. Okay, at least he doesn't follow you very well. It's like, it's not as bad. Like, I think the normal one actually follows you more than this, so... Oh, fuck. I'm gonna die. Get out of there! Woof! There's coin right at the end. Boom. I don't need to kill you. I just let the barrel give me some mega cutoff. Whew, now I can't talk right now. doing the next waterfall level. Let's go. What else did it say? This level starts off almost exactly the same as the original. By the way, speaking of those special like object handler sprites, that's part. I think that's related to why a lot of these like you'll hear weird sound effects, because like the sprite that the handler is associated with like isn't moved, but the sprite itself is, like the sprite that it's associated, or flip what I just said and reverse it. The sprite that it's associated with is moved, but the handler object itself is not moved, which is why sometimes you'll be in these areas and they'll just like appear, because those handler sprites are also used for bunches of enemies. Like when you see multiple enemies that are like moving in association with each other, and then I didn't jump, those handler objects are what make them all like move around the same way, so they don't get desynced, and like obviously that's what makes it so, you know, they work together. Oh, so you can't just hold right. You can't do that. Not a good idea. How about I switch to Dixie and we just fly over everything? See, I can fly. I don't think I ever mentioned in the playthrough that the crimps have a different yell in this level. Like, it not like I think I mentioned that the echo, but the echoing yell that they use is actually a different pitch than the original. I might have actually said that. Holy crap. Stop, like, not jumping. Oh my god. Okay, there's a thing there, so I bet you there's an exclamation point barrel around here or something. Yeah, sure is. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, because that's way easier. I mean, we can see how we get to it, but I might as well do it. Boom. I mean, what else did it say? Oh, jeez. Let's just fall. I guess I can also mention that, something I didn't know is that each sprite, I don't know exactly how it works, but it's like each sprite, can have like some, like, certain, like, bits and parameters associated with it. Which is why some sprites, even though they're like the same, will act a little differently. I'm not, like, I don't know too much about how this actually works, so, wow, you know what? Oh, I don't even have to kill myself. I can just start select, actually. You know, I keep forgetting I can do that. It's a good idea. But yeah, like, and it's mostly used, I actually forget what it's used for. I think it's partially used for, like, certain variable sprites, like, I wouldn't actually know because I didn't look too much into it, but it's just something that's interesting to know. That each sprite has like, how do I put this? Like, compared to like Super Mario World, each sprite is exactly it. It's its own thing. Like when a sprite's a little different from another one, that's exactly what it's doing. Wait, was I gonna get hurt? Let me see this. Okay, that shoots me over here. What happens if I jump in here? Are you telling me that if I jumped in that middle one, it would have hurt me? That's so mean! Why would you do that? How am I supposed to know that's gonna happen? I do like that this dude actually, like, pushes you. Oh, what? Barrel was, like, off screen. That's weird. Weird choice. You can see it, so it's not like it's, like, dumb or anything, but it's, like, it's funny. I don't know why I changed just to throw the barrel, but I thought it'd be funny. Jumping off ladybugs or beetles or whatever they are. As a kid, I always thought they were ladybugs, but I think they're just like a weird. They're just like a variant of like a beetle-looking thing. Hey, it's right out of Donkey Kong Country 3 or 2, where I can just hold right and win. Like, people like that, like, Donkey Kong Country, like, the second game rewards you a lot for, like, just kind of rushing through. But honestly, like, that's one of those things that I actually am not the biggest fan of. I'm gonna die. Yep. Messed that up real good. But, I actually am not too big a fan of that. Because while it's cool that it's, like, there's, like, an unwritten rule of being able to do that, the problem is that once you start learning the levels you can do that in, you start to realize that it kind of makes everything kind of feel samey, because it's always just like, well, who cares what the challenge is? I'm just gonna rush through it without thinking, and then I just win. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of removes the part where you actually have to try to play the level, because you can just run through it without a care in the world. And you can still kind of do that in this game, but you have to, like, you have to really try to do it. Like, it's not just like hold right and win most of the time. You have to actually, like, a lot of the time you have to make good use of Dixie and Kitty's powers. Anyways, I guess I should cut back to where I died, but I mean, I don't know, it's not that far away. I think it's like right over here. No, not quite. It's right after this, in fact. Like, you can see, like, it's kind of hold right to win, but you have to, like, veer to the left a little bit, and you're good. This is the one that's kind of tricky right here. I was trying to go under, but I think I'm going to try to go over. So I'm going to wait for one more loop, and then I'm going over. Okay. Going to do the same thing here. Oh, timing it there. Do it again here. Make sure I don't fly out of bounds or anything, because tracker barrels don't follow you perfectly. They do in the original, but these are, like, repurposed sprites, so who knows how they work, you know what I mean? Anyways, Fish Food Frenzy. I am not looking forward to this level, because this level can be a nightmare depending on what the guy wants to do. I know that there's like a ROM hack version of this level where the way that they do it is it's basically just a bunch of time limits and you can't actually eat any fish. And instead you have to use DK barrels to like make sure that he... Oh. Shit, eat the fish. Because every time the fish like hits, every time you get hurt, the fish like turns like a couple levels, like, you know, like he doesn't want to eat you as much. So if you have a level that's filled with DK barrels, you can literally just have a level type that's just run through the level as fast as possible. No, I turned. I screwed up. Although the funny thing about that is it doesn't work perfectly, because like in the Game Boy Advance version, he has to hit you for that to work. But in this version, getting hit at all automatically makes him like be more satisfied, essentially, which is basically like a comeback mechanic, essentially. Did I just say essentially twice? Nice. But yeah, that's what it is. It's a comeback mechanic. Let's go over here, make sure he doesn't want to eat this dude. So if you ever get hit, it's not like, oh shit, I got hit, now he's gonna eat me. Boom. Hey, midpoint, nice. Well, what's up here then? Stuff. Was this like a secret path? Totally was. That's... Wow, see what I mean? Like, isn't it... Oh, well, there's a bonus, so it's not quite a secret path, but... It's still a secret path, but not like... It's a secret path, not an alternate path. Oh shit! The one bonus room in the game that you have to sit around for 30 seconds, collect bananas. This really should have been like a level where there's just like, I don't know, like they should have had like barracudas coming out of the wall or something. Like, I do appreciate that there is just one bonus room in the game that's just swimming around and there's nothing to worry about. But it's one of those things that obviously when you've played the game a bunch, it's like, you know, I've already mastered the swimming. I don't need to care too much about this. I have to go back. Run! The game's really generous with the urchins. If they're off-screen, the fish is a lot less likely to eat them compared to the clownfish. Like, if the clownfish are off-screen, like, he'll, like, go way out of his way to try to eat them either way. Whereas with the lurchins, it's like, it's pretty generous with him not trying to eat them. You know what I mean? This is straight out of the original level here. I guess I can bring up that it's like, I mentioned in my Game Boy Advance, like when I was playing through how, and I guess of the review too, how like the swimming physics in the Game Boy Advance ports aren't that great. And I think this level kind of, me just swimming through this kind of showcases what I'm talking about, where it's like, it's very easy to just like do little swims and like go up. And it's like, it's really hard to like accidentally like swim badly, you know what I mean? Oh, really? You know what? I'll take advantage of what I was talking about. Let's get hit here. Now he's like, oh, he's happy. He likes seeing pain. So there you go. So I can just run through and eat the clownfish here. Good old Coco. Feeding Niblas since 1996. Since the year I was born. There's probably something up here, right? Oh, it's the G. That's not good. Eat. Good. He's surprisingly generous. Like, even when he turns red, he doesn't, like, beeline it for you as fast as I thought he did. Because I remember seeing, in the video, like, he's actually pretty generous. Even when he's red, like, if there's a cocoa nearby, he'll still try to just, like, eat it. Anyways, yeah, I guess that's it for this part, huh? Not too much to talk about, other than just, like, I think that's one of the interesting things. Like, when you make levels like this, it's like, it feels like, what's the way of putting it? Like, it's like, kind of like why the original game uses gimmicks so much, because it makes the levels feel like they stand out. When you have levels like this, it's like they don't stand out as much, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because, I mean, if I'm playing through the level, I'm having fun. Like, I do think the gimmicks work well for this game, but it's nice to see the levels just, like, be normal levels, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I say that, but, like, that level was still, like, a gimmick level where you have to feed the fish, but it's like, it didn't feel like it focused too much on the fish feeding aspect. Not as much as the original did. Anyways, yeah, I guess that's it for this part. See you guys later.